This is another NordicTrack instructional video that shows how to install the reed switch wire and jack inside the upright column of a NordicTrack Skier. The first thing you need to do is take and unscrew the nut off the end of the jack. Set it down. Then you take a piece of universal trimmer line, and I like to use this light duty 65 thousandths trimmer line that's used in weed whackers, and I cut a piece off that's about a foot longer than the distance from the jack mounting hole in the upright column to the end of the column. So there, about a foot longer. Now I take that piece and I feed it through the hole that the jack is going to mount into. Feed it through the hole and pull it out the end of the upright column, leaving about 5 to 6 inches sticking out the jack mounting hole. Then I take this cord and with a pair of pliers I fold it about an inch of it back on itself. And I crimp it like that. Then I stick that crimped end into the jack. Okay? Then what you want to do is you want to trim off the excess, or just stick it through a little bit. It works better actually if you pull this up to where the loop is sticking out about 1/4 inch there, and then trim off this end, almost flush with the opening of the jack, like so. Okay? And that will prevent this from hanging up when you go to pull it out of the hole in the upright column. Now, grab a hold of the line with your left hand and slowly feed the jack and core into the machine, into the upright column, pulling this out, making sure that this doesn't bind on this end. You know, it's really easy to have like a knot in there, so you want to just sort of unfurl that and just pull that until it comes up and out of the hole in the column. Now, take the nut that you'd previously taken off and put it on the end of the line. Okay, slip it over that line and let it go down to the jack. Now pull the jack back up again, and there's the nut. Okay, all you have to do is tighten that down, and it's a little bit tricky to do, especially with my shaky hands, but there. Okay, if I can do it with these shaky hands, you can do it for sure. Now, I just take the end of the control wire and I just give a little bit of pull on it, and that straightens that jack out inside the column. Okay, you don't want to pull too hard or you'll pull the soldered connections apart. Then I just tighten that down a little bit, take my pliers, and I tighten it to snug. Okay, and when I feel it go snug, I just go a little bit beyond that, and that is now mounted. That jack is now mounted in the upright. Now you can take this line and just pull it out of the jack like so, and you have installed the reed switch wire and jack in the upright column of the NordicTrack Skier.